Issues in the beginning there, that was really weird. But I think we have it fixed. Yo! Yeah, so this was actually something that I wrote last stream. And I didn't mean for it to kind of like come out shoegazy, but it was because of the drums that I used, the drum grooves that I used. And what was really cool is like, I mean, it's crazy how much a drum groove will inspire you to just like go in that direction. And I think the craziest thing too is like with this song in particular, it didn't start with the groove, believe it or not. So I actually used Sean Radcliffe's Groove Pack, but it really just started with this sound right here. Great sound. But that's literally bring this down a little bit. And then I had some of these low notes in here. And so that's literally how it started. And then kind of just, it's like, okay, those are the notes that I happened to stumble upon, right? And so I was like, okay, what else can I find? You know, what else can I find in there? What's crazy is like, it's literally it's just that sound. But I put an arpeggio or an arpeggiator on it with the random other. And it's literally 3 notes, G sharp, A, and C sharp. I love how it's random though, you know? And then with the simple bass line, we got to keep it simple when you're writing stuff like this. Sorry, I had to update my Twitch. Oppressor, Mazak, don't know, Cole, Abraham. Is it Abraham? Let's see. Do you work on vocals? I find it very hard to like start. Any tips on how to do it? I think the first tip is figuring out a way to control it. Because there's a lot of dynamics in vocals. And if you can't find a way to control those dynamics, then you're going to have a hard time fitting it into a mix. You know, like it needs to stay consistent. Even if there's soft parts, the soft parts, it needs to stay here. It can't go like this. It needs to stay here in terms of volume. And the way that I've found to do that was through using an L1 right in the beginning, which I think I use an L1 here. This thing. This is what the modern one looks like. And this looks very drastic, but it's not. It's not very drastic. But this is what I use in the beginning of my vocal chain. And the way that I will use it, for example, like if this was my vocals here, L1, I would literally put it like right in the beginning, you know, like Spires here. So that's technically, let's say that that's my vocals there. And so a lot of times what you'll see me do is I'll go like -6, and then I'll start to bring this one side down. And it kind of gets rid of your dynamics. That's a good starting point, you know. That and like trying to figure out where they're what I've realized just through my experience was you're almost trying to EQ the bad things that the microphone did to the vocals, you know? And so it's kind of an interesting concept. Let's see if we can do it with this real quick. Here I brought it out. That and making sure that your mix has enough room for your vocals to sit into, you know? The way that I go about doing that is this plugin. This is Bertum Audio Phantom Center. And it's a simple plugin. For example, with this, I don't want a ton in the center, so I'll turn it down, you know? Because you have left and right information, then you have center information. You want to be able to turn that center information down to give the things that you want in the center to, like, you know, to shine, you know? Yeah, this is free. Thank you, Mizak. This thing is free, and it kills the game. I have it on all kinds of things just to bring out my snare and my kick and stuff. Say I have center on here. And there's a red and a green line here. And this basically shows you like center, not center. Center, you know? Gives you so much room. Do you start us? Maybe you're trying to finish what you're trying to say. I'll let you go ahead and continue. So I didn't do much since last session. Yo, Rylan. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. That means a lot. So when I say that I didn't do a ton, I kind of did a lot of like little things in terms of like the mixing stuff. But there was a few things that I did in terms of the arrangement. Like I think this wasn't like this. I actually had another groove in here right after this thing, but I figured that we can get the chorus in there again, you know, because why not? Let me do verse, break, chorus. Oh, I didn't do them in caps. That's okay. So now at this point, we can go to a bridge if we wanted to. However, we are currently at, dang it, let me fix this really quick. I hate that little yellow thing at the bottom here. It's because of my MIDI. I just have to turn this off here. Off, none, none. Now I won't do that anymore. So we are currently at the end of this, we're at 248. So we can probably get a verse in here. Then we're at 319. I mean, did I say verse? I think I don't know if I said verse, but a bridge, which we want to be 2 bars. So I'm just going to do this so we know how long it is. And then we can do maybe chorus again. And we'll have that be maybe 2 bars. So now we have that laid out, you know, so that's good to know. Like we have one more part to write technically, which we're going to reach for some grooves right away. Do you start with the session? Do you start the session with a template like pre-mixed drums? So I don't start with a template per se. It's actually nice that you bring that up because actually I was talking about this last stream, but my face was in the way. And so let me see if I can get this whole group. Is the chat in here? No. Oh, I see. Let me fix this really fast. Get rid of this. Yes. Let's actually do this. Yo, Zeko, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Okay. Let me get this set up before I start talking about it so that I can use it as a reel. Because it's actually really cool. It's a really cool concept. Okay, so I don't start with a template per se. Now, sometimes I do if I want to try and get a new sound to my drums. Like if I want to try some new mixing techniques, because a lot of times I'll reach for these things. So what I'll do is I'll start from a blank session, literally file new. But these drums, this bass and this guitar, they are all, let's call them preset chains that I created for myself. So in here on yellow, on my little yellow guy here, you can see that I have February master chain, Nolly bass chain, February Odin guitar chain, right? So I made these. But these are just from previous sessions, which I believe were from a song that I did called Vega. And I think you can listen to, Vega might be on my SoundCloud. And so if you want to jam it. However, the cool thing about it is you can open up wherever your songs are. So here's all my songs. And within these are just your project folders, right? Like I'll go down to, let's say, what is the last one that I did? I don't remember. But either way, so let's say that I want to take the drums, like I liked the drums from Gannon. And so I will click on here. And you can see that I have a few sessions saved. So I'll go 12 B minor. And then when you open it up, you're going to see samples, drums, bass, guitar, lead guitar, clean, reverse cymbal, vocal melody, vocals. So this, I can take any one of these, like for example, the drums, and I can drag it into my session, and it takes everything that I did onto the drums and puts it into this session. It's amazing. And so that's why when you see in this yellow here, I have Vega drums. And so when I open it up, you can see the drums. And I would just click and drag and bring those in here. So that's exactly what this is. Now I've tweaked since then. So if I wanted to take these, all I have to do is start a new session, click and drag these into there. Same thing with my bass. So I literally, this is all one group, you could see, minus my side chain and my utility. This is all one group that I literally click and drag into here. Same thing with my guitar. You could see everything is grouped again. And the way that I did that, I literally, you just click on all the plugins and hit Control G, and it'll group everything. Like for example, my lead guitar, I can make this right now actually. So I want this to be my lead guitar, so I'll Control G, and then at the bottom here, you can see this little, and it's probably hard to see, but it's like a little disc icon. So if I hit save, then you could see I'm gonna type in April lead guitar. So now I right click this, put this in my yellow, and so now April lead guitar is right here. So anytime that I want to use this, I literally create a new MIDI track and I just drop it into here and it's done. It's awesome. That's why I don't use templates a ton. Now when I do use one template, and it's just my routing template that I've shown you on my Patreon, right? Let me see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I guess I could show you this. So this is the thumbnail. I make the thumbnails right before I start stream. Just so you know. But let me show you the collections here. On my Patreon, this is the exact routing that I use. I use this. Cool thing with this is that, you know, it comes with the labeling and everything. It's already pre-routed. And I do have like 2 things that I use on my master, which is this multiband compression and this EQ curve. Not this plugin, but this EQ curve. I just use an EQ8, but it's basically this EQ curve. I put these on everything, these 2 things. And so, yeah, that's why I made that. There's also a groove in there where I think the velocities sound the best. So it's just from their free volume. That's, you know, when you get P5, it's like right there. But okay, sorry for talking your ear off. But Abraham, dude, I hope that helps. Let's start with just nothing. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So you're, how long have you been doing this, Abraham? Are you pretty fresh? Or you been doing it a while? Or are you just starting to like, um, are you just starting to mix yourself? Let me know, dude. Let me move this back up. Why doesn't it stay? I wish you can hold shift and like let it make it stay here. Okay. Is there a workaround for having scales with MIDI labels? Oh, and 12, huh? I know, dude. I know. So the way that I get around doing it, is I actually start my programming within Nolly Base. Because within Nolly Base, I can use the scale feature. And then I'll bring it into, from there I'll bring it down into my guitar. Because you could see here, like it's not, I don't know if that's a 12 thing. Like even if I turn it off here, like it still doesn't show it. Like it's still, and you know, it's showing this. One thing maybe we can do, if I turn this on, right click, show MIDI names in editor. Yeah, so if you right click show MIDI names or disable the show MIDI names, write your notes out, and then when you're ready to start doing your articulations, then you can double click in here, right click, show names in MIDI editor, and then, you know, you'll be back to doing, you know, your stuff. I know it's kind of a crappy workaround, but I feel like it's kind of worth it, especially if, you know, you have the MIDI labels, dude. Let me fix this. My OCD is going to kill me. And honestly, this is just stuff from like my video editing that I'm noticing is like screwing me over. Okay. Yeah, heck yeah, dude. I'm new. I don't get the idea. Ah, okay. That is a very Hmm. That's Mixing is a very technical concept to like when you get started. However, once you start to understand the fundamentals, then everything starts to slowly make sense. I think you are at the point where you need to understand what compression is, what compression does, what EQ is, what EQ does, what multiband compression does, what parallel compression does. Now, what I would suggest you do is you write all those things that I just said down. Write them down and literally look up YouTube videos about all of those things. What is compression? How does it work? And then EQ. What is EQ? How does it work? But you know who has a good video about how to EQ and compress certain instruments is Jordan Valerian. Um, I forget how he. It's Hardcore Music Studio, I think it is. I learned a lot from him. Let me see if this is it. Yeah, this guy, Jordan Valerian. This is my guy. I found out about him years ago because he mixed one of the Auras albums, and great dude, love him. I took his mix vault course, and I learned so much that I sent him some cupcakes with the logo on it to his house, and he was like, "Dude, this is amazing. Thank you. This is the nicest thing that's Anyway, this was a long time ago, like when he first got started, putting his name out there. He did stuff with Silverstein and stuff like that. But like, look at this: how to compress kick and snare, heavy vocals. Look at this: bass EQ, kick EQ, vocal EQ, snare EQ, magic EQ frequencies. Bro, check that out. This is going to teach you a ton. Full mix EQ. Look at this. This is the guy, for sure. I would start there, man. First, understand all of those concepts. And then when you come over here, I can kind of like, it's a lot of it's going to be what Jordan said. It's a mixture of what Jordan said, Nolly said, Dan Bronstein, I'm just a culmination of the things of my favorite mixers, right? And so just keep that in mind. But I'll show you the little things that I've learned on my journey um, to understand in my way, right? To maybe help you understand uh, or have it make sense to you, because I've been told that I can explain things pretty well, and so, but I'm always here if you have questions, man. You know, and the other thing too is like I've been thinking about with Patreon, how can I like with the Patreon homies, like if they have a question, maybe we can like schedule something. You know, I've been thinking about that, and so yeah. Tom's EQ. Yeah, dude, Tom EQ is. Ugh. It's such an interesting thing, you know. I still have trouble with my toms, but I realized that my velocities were just kind of all over the place, like in terms of these. Like for me, it's like the resonance and like the sustain of these toms, which I guess I didn't mess with it too much because you could see. But what I've recently been doing is I've been using the free transient designer from Kilohertz, and I've been putting it in the very beginning and just bringing down the sustain a little bit. Just a little bit, not anything too crazy, you know? But that's free, by the way. transient designer, and you have to have a transient designer, dude. You must. PV thumbs are thick. That's what I was gonna say. PV toms are thick. They really are. But they're sustained. It's too much sustain for me, man. I hardly process my toms at all. For me, it's too round. It's way too round for me. Like if I turn them off, if I turned all this stuff off, like there's just like this. I feel like there's this bubble right there that I have to get rid of. Just a little clearer, you know? And I'm not doing a ton to it, but it's just, oof. Yeah, actually, I don't use anything further from that as well, but I have this EQ going, and then I have smash and grab on the grab setting, on the tom setting, with some saturation. And then, you know, I bump the threshold, turn off auto gain, and then mess with the gain myself. You know, I don't know why I brought this up, but I do turn down the air. Looks like a tiny bit, which I don't think is doing anything. But yeah. What do you mean when you say something is round in audio? It's a good question. Maybe I can show you. Let me see if I have something. I don't really have a ton. Yeah, maybe I could show there. Here. Bam. You hear that? Even this. This is more like, I would call that like a knock. For me, like this sounds like, I don't know if you can hear it, or my gate is, my silencer or whatever is messing with it. Yeah, I hate that sound. Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty typical, like, EQ curve for toms, you know? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My kick I've been experimenting with in terms of, like, this is my EQ curve. You know? I've been experimenting a lot with my kick and the way it sounds. I even added transient shaper just to mess around, you know? This is me just trying to get better at, you know, EQing kick. But I do have stuff like this on, which is not doing much, you can see. But it's still doing something to the EQ. What's that transient shaper called? So it's actually from kilohertz. Kilohertz. Yeah, sorry if I flashbang you. But it's the transient shaper from kilohertz, and it's free. It actually comes with the whole pack. You could see all of these in Kilohertz Essentials. It comes with all of this stuff. And so I would say that this is definitely, everyone should get this because it's free. Look, tape stop, transgate, transient shaper, stereo, ring mod, reverse reverb, resonator. Like, it's so much stuff. Oh, there it is. You get the Kilohertz bundle with Slate Digital. So this is Kilohertz Essentials, which is free. And so if you don't have the Slate bundle, then, you know, and you want a transient shaper, you know, There's some good stuff in here. I've actually used some of it, and I want to use it more just to see, what it's all about. I think it would be cool. Like this ring mod, the shaper. Why not? Oh, there you go. For SSL complete stuff too. Yes, I know. I seen that. Dude, I've been thinking about getting that. I just got the control hub stuff, so I've been messing with that, but I really feel like that slate stuff is more my jam. But man, I'm sorry for talking your guys' ears off, but I hope that I answered some questions over there. Let's quickly find, it's not going to take us too long to find a groove and get it going. And so let's just go into the shoegaze song 8 shoegaze and see what's in there. Let's see, bridge outro. Ooh, that's pretty nice. This is nice. I have an idea. We're going to do that twice, and then we're going to go into this. Man, we could use all of those. Let's just hear what this sounds like before we get too far. What I think I need to do is I'm going to control J these just so I can mess with these toms. I mean, the MIDI. Really quick. I think I'm at 110 with the... Let me see. 105. Okay, 105. 105 it is on my kicks. My snares, I think I'm 120. Been experimenting with this as well. And then all my cymbal stuff. You can see there's some stuff that's pretty high. Bring that down. My toms. Rack tom, that's kind of slamming too hard. So I'm just going to put that there so we can see what that transition sounds like. What can I put here? What could I put here at the end? So to answer your question, I don't know. I really don't know, dude. The reason why I say I don't know, because I actually made my own little fill pack, which you can get on my Patreon, and these are my velocities that I put in there. Way crazy. So for example, this one, actually, let me find one that I'm trying to find one that I like, that I can actually use. Okay. I could probably do it right here. So for example, if you look at mine aren't slammed. Mine are at the velocities that I put them at. So I really don't know. I don't know if they just get the velocities from them and they just upload it. And so, Tefro says, dude, what time is it there for you? Also, what up, man? How we doing? Before the hits start sounding bad. See, that's interesting that you say this. Start sounding bad. Because it's not necessarily that they're sounding bad. They just go into a different sort of hit. So, for example, my kicks are at 105. My snares are at 120. 2325. Ah, okay. I see. I see. So I wanted to get on earlier today, but I was having issues with my interface and I couldn't figure out why. Like it wasn't, my headphones weren't working. It's like, why is this? It was like, it was trying to jump from 48 to 41 um, on my, my hertz. And so it was like, no, no, no. And so like I would like fix it, go to 48, everything to 48. And then like I would try to start my, cause this is how I get my Bluetooth going to my headphones. And so I would turn them on and then we'd go back to 44. I'm like, no. And so I was dealing with issues, of course. But, we out here right now. And, yeah. Oh, I actually got to change these hits. They're actually too quiet. 5, 20. Bring these up a little bit too. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. I want this here. Bring this here. You know what I can do? I can actually grab... This is me getting nitty and gritty now that we're in that zone. I try not to do this until the end. But, okay. Oh yeah, practical fills. That's such a nice fill, man. Okay. Now the only issue that I found with mine is I can't, like, these rack ones right here should be floors. But I've tried, it's crazy how many, you'll see like so many revisions if you look into this particular folder that I made. But I couldn't get that to go there. I don't know why. And so, if you get this fill pack, I would suggest that you move these fills around anyways, to your liking. Like instead of this, maybe you can do something like this and then have, and so customize these fills. Definitely customize them. You could see like, we can do something like this, but I need to bring these up because this, again, experimenting with different velocities. So I'm at 105 on here, 120 here. Bam. Okay. So there's a hi-hat. Oh, look. Did I screw something up here? No, but you see this hi-hat here? I'm going to 0 that. And then I'm going to delete that just in case there's like a little bit of an overhang there. And then with this kick, I'm actually going to put a left hit. Let's actually go to 16th grid set length. Okay, we are on there. Good, very good. I wonder if I should have this. I'm gonna keep it here, actually. Yeah. Darkest of Winter, what the heck is going on? First time joining the stream. Yeah, it's... Let's just call it, instead of shoegaze, let's call it loathe gaze. Because that's kind of what it is. Which, you know, I'm all about it. I'm giving classic rock a go. Dude, classic rock is very good. If I could find my video, I would pull it up. But I did a classic rock demo for Get Good Drums when it came out. So good. So good. Monroe, you want the China, dude? Hmm. Oh, I had that not too long ago. Sorry, Kip, I just seen you. Um, I had that not too long ago as well, and I guess it resolved itself because everything's been smooth since. I have a lot of anxiety about my interface config going funky on me. I see the word. I should go through only. I mean, I would say, you know, if it's not there, don't worry about it until it starts to happen again. Then you have to diagnose it. But if it's working, dude, it's all good. You know what I mean? Don't let that like mess with you. You're Gucci, man. Also, let me set length for these. Am I on 16th? No. Set length. Set length. Let's go. Okay. Sorry for getting so distracted, homies. I haven't been able to stream much because I've been working, and so it's nice to be able to interact with you guys, man. And sorry that I've been away. But it's slowing down a little bit, which is good. In my opinion, very good. Why is this 16th notes? There we go. Now it looks normal. Okay. So, I know, Monroe, I see you, dude. I see you in terms of China. Like, that's why I went there, because I'm a China guy too, you know? Like, Buttspot didn't say nothing, dude. It comes when you least expect it. Like, Frosis, the detuned effect. Are you talking about this one here? Why isn't it doing it? Oh, there it is. So this is a Spire patch, dude. Spire has been my jam. And I think I tweaked it a tiny bit, but not much. LD Dolphin AZ, if you want to know the patch. I have nothing to hide. But in combination with this, so good. Ooh. Dolphin. Yeah, it is, right? Dolphin. Maybe if we come up here. Dude, you should. I highly recommend anyone do it because you have, it's just another thing that you can reach for if you're, you know, having that little writer's block, which is kind of my post today on Instagram, you know? And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should. It's just little snippets like this. You'll see a lot of little gems, you know? But you guys are here now, so very sick. You're actually feeding my editing later for the reels, so thank you. Okay, let's get to that bridge. Here's the bridge. Now, the only reason why I didn't go to China is because I feel like this is more of like your typical kind of thing that would happen here. Because we're going from this symbol. Yeah. So I want to experiment and see what happens if we follow the accents here. Maybe the accents? I don't know. I'm going to bring it all in, and then we'll choose. So I'm going to immediately grab this, put it onto the bass, and then we can experiment from there and see where it wants us to be and where it wants us to go. I'm going to immediately go to legato. And also, it looks like this is longer. Oh, it's because of... Right. Yo, David, what's going on? How we doing, man? Long time no see, long time no talk, long time no hear. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Look at this goes to... Oh, no, it makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Legato. Okay, so we are going from... We are on D. D1. And we go to A. So is A our lowest note that we go to? I think it is. Yeah. Nope. I almost don't want to start on A. Interesting. What happened here? Oh. Okay, so maybe here, instead of just this ride bell kind of just ding, 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 Should we do some China? Some China boys? Is it time for China boys? Do we do halftime China? Or do we do full-time China? You know what I mean? Like, should we just do it? Dude, happy early birthday, dude. See, I told you. The butt spot is, it does what it wants, dude. I swear to you, I'm not triggering it. If I could pull up my Steam Deck, my Stream Deck, I would show you. Hmm. I'm gonna do half, one bar, Control E, back to narrow. Let's change these two. Because I actually have to move this guy too. just want it to be different than what it's been doing. This. What is the bass playing right there? I'm actually going to change the color of this omnisphere really quick. Actually, let's make it like this color for now. Assign track colors, and then I want to highlight my bass. Then I'm going to fold. So this, they're both doing D. Okay, interesting. Maybe. Omnisphere. Yeah, so this is Omnisphere. This little guy here. And I think it's like a Juno, some sort of Juno thing. Juno? Do you know what I mean? JP08. And I think the only thing that I did was I turned the sync on so it was synced up to the tempo of my my song. Because if not, it was just kind of going all over the place. Maybe the bridge can be more interesting with another drum groove, or maybe 1 or 2 bars without drums. Ooh, that's a good idea too. That is a very good idea. Oh, Michael, what the heck is going on, dude? Oh, I see here. I see you up here too. Dude, I've been hanging out with you for too long. Just kidding. Okay, so Michael, here's the thing, dude. You're hearing it in its infancy. I think what comes next is some sort of something here. And to be completely honest with you, when a song goes straight into a bridge like that, I love it. I don't do it a ton, but like there's a song, this Retina song, my band song that hasn't come out yet. But I do that on it's actually my first tutorial, believe it or not. The first tutorial I've ever done. And it's still on my YouTube channel, so if you want to see it, I'm a completely different person, I feel like. But anyways, this goes from the break into this part. What happens if I just do this? What if we go there? I don't have any rules for this one, so I gotta go, guys. This song's done. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, that was... Come on. Are you serious? That's what I've... Like... That's what I was hoping would happen, something like that. something happened. Let's take a look at this. Here. It's probably this. No, it's not. Okay, so there's something. Let me. Wow, look, I didn't even change the color of my guitar yet. RHYGTR. I know it did, dude. It was such a buzzkill, man. Gosh. But let's figure it out, and then we can. Maybe it was this. Yep, I think that was it. Dun. Speaking of dissonance, I think dum dum dum. It needs to be G sharp. No, it wants to be F. Maybe. We got to get a context. Blunder, what's going on, dude? What's the guitar VST? Dude, that's Odin 2. It's actually Odin 2 with Gojira X, brother. With the octave on. Octave is life. For sure. Also, can we... I don't want to, like, kind of go in this crazy discussion, but really quick. I just bought, because, like, while I was away, I had to work, right? And then when I got off of work, I was watching some Nail the Mix stuff so I can kind of, like, learn, so I can, you know, if I find some exciting things, then I can, like, show you guys. I can, like, implement it and then show you guys. I got Dan Braunstein's Spirit Box. And holy crap, that guy doesn't care about his output level, or his input level. He could care less. That blew my mind. Reason why I say that, and it just kind of dawned on me because I opened this up. His output and his input are clipping. Doesn't even care. I'm like, whoa. Are you getting digital clip from that? I mean, he doesn't seem to care. Exactly, Zecco. Exactly, dude. You know what's crazy is he'll pull up his EQ, like he uses EQ3 as well. This thing is +4. His Pro Q3 is +4 every time he opens it up. And he goes to 30 dB. So when he does a 12 dB push, it doesn't look that scary. Blew my mind. Now, that being said, we're going to try it on my next session. We're going to try it on my next session, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. What purely for this? I don't know. Tephrosis, I would assume, dude. That's the only thing that I'm like thinking is a thing. Like, is that why he's just like, dude? I love the sound of the new era stuff. It's so sick. But Tephrosis, I think you'd have a point there. That's exactly what I thought. But he's +4 on all the things, bro. It's crazy. Let me know when you guys are back, by the way. I could be learning guitar things, but now I'm learning about the side effects of medications. Interesting. Just took a little gain plugin with +12. So here's the thing: is I actually bumped the crap out of my my true iron and my flatline. Like I'm -8 lufs right now. I'm trying to stick within CD range. But I threw that out the window because he was saying I try to get 7 lufs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna try. I'm at 8.98. You know what I mean? But I have true iron crushing ×2, like, and it doesn't sound bad, you know. I know, I know. That's what blew my mind as well. Okay, sorry to go on a tangent, but I feel like that's a good topic, especially for the homies, because I'm sure you guys have checked it out too. What is this True Iron plugin? So it's like a transformer emulation plugin. It's supposed to emulate your mix going into like some transformers. Um, which, bro, you know who I saw use this? George Lever uses this on his master, and guess what? He didn't talk about it on his Nail the Mix, and I was like, oh, you're trying to keep something from us. I don't know if he just kind of was just like, he kind of overlooked it, but I was like, what is this True Iron? $37. Buy. You know what I mean? Like, I spend that at like a lunch, which sucks. But I'd rather get this and then go to King Supers and get like a cheap meal. You know what I mean? Like, uh, right. Jordan is the same way as well. He's a little bit cleaner. I think he's gotten a little dirtier in his days. But when I took his mix vault, bro, crazy. He was all about cleans, you know? And talking about like -18 dB on how like that's complete BS. And like he's just like, I just do the thing. And so I learned that a lot from him as well. And so yeah, I've been learning the concepts, but then throwing the basic concept out of the window, because when you're doing metal, you just want big. You don't care how you get the big, you just want big. You want me to show it off and on? So I think there's a volume boost. And so maybe might be able to still hear it. Let me try something. Now we heard it kind of in context, and I hear that this is wrong. I don't know, I have to context again. Yes, I love it. Now, I do have quite a bit of saturation going on throughout this. This is why my drums sound the way they do. Like, this is saturating a little bit, even though it doesn't look like it. On my kick, I have saturation going on my kick. I have saturation on my snare. I have, yeah, but there's saturation going on everywhere. I have Saturn 2 going on, you know. This is the saturate and color preset, and I just kind of mess with this. If I just have these do the eighth notes. You know what I'm saying? I want it to just be all the way through. Yeah. I just want it to sound big, you know? Now think about this. If I made this decision last minute, like, I want this to be eighth notes instead, I'd have to re-record it on guitar and retrack it. Look at, bam, done. We done. Sounds... That's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have had to retract that too. Like, come on, dude. Stop. We haven't even done the lead yet. Put this on 0. This tells me that I need to bring this up in the mix here. let's let it go. Let's go let it go right here. I heard it different all of a sudden. Some pitch bendies. Some bendy boys. Cause why not? I'd be like going am I using Odin for the leads? I am. I also saw someone put something there, but I don't know if it went away. Oh, there it is. Please show your guitar settings and EQ. Yeah, for sure, dude. Got you. That might be here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to work. This might need to be a real guitar thing. Dude, it worked. Let's go. How dare you? Here. Oof. Is there no legato slide? I don't know. I never checked. So pitch bend is within Ableton. Actually, someone asked me. So the way that you get into the envelope filters in Ableton 12 is actually in the center here. You have notes, envelope, and then MPE. So envelope, down here at the bottom, MIDI control. You can see there's stuff here. Like I can probably look, it says lead guitar Odin 2. There is some stuff in here. Realism mode, crank mode, humanizer, force phase, swift mode, octave drop. This is cool. Latching keys, bend intensity. So it just has the intensity. Now I just go to MIDI control, and then at the top here, I go to pitch bend. Yo, Lala, what's going on? Sounds good. It's crazy. That's not even real guitar. I need to check out Odin. Is there a single coil mic guitar? So this is just DI guitar, bro. This looks like some humbuckers. I don't know why I have Swift mode. Oh, because we're in leads, but yeah. But this is just a DI, dude. So if I turn all this stuff off, all you hear is... Sounds cheesy, you know what I mean? But with my processing... Still on 0? Okay, good. I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. And then what happens if... rate. So we need to start here. And then come down. Is it down? Yeah. So I need to also, excuse me, the lead guitar here. That's what you're hearing. And so what I need to do is click on my volume. Go like this. And this goes for too long as well. And then maybe another thing that I can do is I'm actually just going to make a point here and a point here and go down a little bit. Then, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. Maybe you can upload this project to a file hosting service. Dude, there's a lot of third-party plugins. That's the only thing is like, I have so much stuff going in here. But if you guys want, what I can do, if you want me to do it next stream, which is tomorrow, I can go through my mix just so you could see what I did with everything. Chorus, full chorus. Bam. Yep, there it is. There it is. Move this over again. I keep moving this over. I don't know, how long is it? 4:24. Too long. Damn. 3:54, still pretty long, but I feel like it's good enough. Ooh, and we're at like a good time. Let's do a context check. Because your boy has to make a phone call. Oh, actually, I'm going to go see the homies, one of the homies who hangs out in chat, Travis. He has a show today down the street. And so I'm going to go check him out. I'm actually going to take this camera and I'm going to get some photos and videos of him. It's the first show he's played in a while, so it's going to be really cool. And I'll show you what I got, hopefully tomorrow. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. All right, context check. And then I'm going to run to the restroom real fast. Oh. How about I show you all the settings tomorrow? I promise I'll show you. If everyone else wants to see that, then I'll do that. Dude, Monroe, here's the thing, bro. You know what I was thinking? End right here. Hive. Also, Mazak, dude. Thank you for gifting the sub, man. I appreciate you. The bad omen effect. Oh, interesting. Is that a thing? So then what I can probably do is I can do something like this. Whoa, did you hear that? That was kind of crazy. I never have anything just like slow fade end. That's never a thing I do anymore. Also, I need to go to my RC20 and fix whatever this is. Come on, bro. I don't know. Delay fade. I know, dude. So what I usually do, which we can actually do, that actually brings up a good point. So in this section here, which I realize I need to fix this automation for this. This actually, I think, needs to come down here. I think. Let's see. So what I did for this part, I have a little Saturn II filter that I made. Super simple. It's literally this. And so what I can do is possibly just turn it on here. Let's see. I think it's too abrupt, huh? Yeah, there's got to be some, because this turns on like too soon, so there might be a different, needs to be, there's got to be a different way for this to like get here. But we're gonna have to finish that on the next session, dudes, which will be tomorrow. We can work on this tomorrow. We can finalize this part, and then I'll kind of go through, like I said, and show you how I went about getting this sound, which it's not too far from what I'm usually doing, but I realized that I haven't showed you guys what I've kind of been recently doing in terms of mixing. And so this will be something that I'll be working on tomorrow for sure. And I'll be on early again tomorrow as well, because why not? Tomorrow is Saturday for me, and it's currently 4:27 p.m. And so I have to make a phone call, and then I have to get ready to go see the homie Travis in Project Vela. And so, if you haven't checked out Project Vela, he's one of the homies who hangs out in chat every once in a while. And so, a homie of mine that I've known for a while. And so, you guys are the best. I really appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me. Um, this song is coming out like way like better and better and better as I work on it. And so, thank you guys for your input and just being sick. Like I said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, until then, have a good night, have a good day, have a good evening, wherever you are. We'll see you guys soon, all right?